Hey, Ethan Sawyer, college essay guy here, author of College Essay Essentials, the #1 Amazon bestseller, and the best-selling book in the land on college essays, at least for this week. So here to tell you about my new course, How to Write the Personal Statement. It's got over 10 hours of live sessions with me. We're gonna answer all the questions you have about the personal statement. How do I figure out my topic? How do I find out if my topic is the right topic? How much sharing is too much? How do I structure my essay? Basically, any question that you could come up with is gonna be in this course. I walk you step by step through a series of videos. Hope you check out the course, take a look at this quick preview, and I'd love to have you along for the ride.
And the reason I advocate for this structure is because it keeps the events organized. And here's what I mean by that. And you want to avoid putting the challenge and the what I did about it in the same paragraph. And here's why. At the end of this session, you're going to get the only piece of writing advice that you'll ever need. So, you can look forward to that. If you find that, what this feels like there's real potential here for a deep story, then we can do this exercise. So here's how to revise an essay draft in 5 steps. An informative essay might look something like this. Here's an excerpt. The guiding question, I would say, is what do we learn about this student? And actually, let me just ask you all on the webinar, do you prefer the informative essay or do you prefer the dazzling essay? So I believe that in sessions that we don't have to fill the whole space with talking. That sometimes I can ask a question and we can just sit there. Write what you know. I never know what to do with that piece of advice. Because I'm like, well, what do I know? I'm like, I don't know what that is. Instead, I've said this to you before, but use geeky language to demonstrate what you know. So that's the narrative structure and kind of how it works. And I think narrative structure works well for these A and C type of essays, students who face challenges. But let's say that's not your story. Let's say that's not your deal and you want to try a different structure. And you'll have this values exercise, this PDF in the course PDF. You can also look up on the screen here. But I want to take about 2 minutes. And I want you to identify your top 10 values from this list. Student-centered counseling for me means when I'm working with a student, I'm trying to let the student drive the car. Here's a closing thought. This is how you do it. You sit down at the keyboard and you put one word after another until it's done. It's that easy and it's that hard.